Good morning, everyone from the Philippines. How's everybody doing? It's been a while since I did a live show. Oh my God, look, yes, Philly has hair. There, my mic's back on. Popped up, said, looks like my mic was unplugged. How's everybody doing? CD Morrissey, how are you doing today? How are things your way? Ah, Two Bears, Saturday Night Entertainment. I wonder who's going to get the bash treatment. USB device. What's going on here? It is. Uh, Things are popping up, making noise, saying this and this. According to my system, my setup, everything is running. All right. Ah, Peter Gregory, 517. Hello, Trucker Gilligan. Gilligan. Trucker Gilligan. Gilligan's Island. All right. You guys remember that show? I'll bring one bag and a carry on. Please pray to God Navy man doesn't show up again with his BS stories. Boy, CD, they really love to pick on you, don't they? Good morning from Dow. Ooh, good morning, Chris. How are you doing, Chris? Dow. Dow should be pretty busy now. The bus terminal. We got, what is it? All Souls Day coming up. It's the first and now the second. You guys understand something? Halloween is not a celebrated holiday in the Philippines. And I was thinking it's not even a holiday where you have a day off back in the States. It's just Halloween. Uh, it's creeped in, I think, the Halloweening thing over the years, especially up here in Angeles City, maybe other big cities where there's a lot of expats. But it kind of just creeped in up here. Uh, Let me double check here. Uh, all right. Kind of just creeped in here in the past couple years. When I first got here, it wasn't very big. Um, you had a few kids going around, but not like it's been here recently within the past couple years. And it's weird because people will go up on Walking Street, bring their kids on Walking Street, and trick or treat up and down Walking Street and Fields Avenue. The kids dress up, they give out candy. Um, it's kind of weird, right? But as far as like groups and groups of kids just walking around getting candy, I don't really see it. Um, it's just not a big celebrated holiday. Uh, Matter of fact, I just seen a news feed where they said the 31st is not a holiday, but they do celebrate All Souls Day. That's their big Halloween, time where they go to the cemeteries. People bring food. They sit there all day. Some even sleep there. Celebrate the lives of the loved ones passed. Yes, a very big day, All Souls Day. So I can imagine the Dowell bus terminal is packed with people coming in and out. Uh, I had gone down to the cemetery down there in Dowell last year and walked around. It was like, everybody's friendly, of course, uh, inviting me to sit down, inviting me to eat with them. Everybody's friendly, but it's a big celebration of the life of your loved ones that have passed. How is kids don't collect the candy treats? If you're talking on this film, the kids don't collect candy treats. Trucker, if you're talking about on Walking Street, yeah, a lot of the expats will bring food or they'll bring candy to hand out. I've never done it. It's a cluster F. You know what I'm talking about. What you have the older kids will come on there. When I mean older, 12, 13 years old, they come on there, they throw something together, and they push their way to the front of the line to get all the candy. All the little kids are sitting behind. It's a total cluster F. I won't do it. Other people do. But it sometimes gets chaotic. Uh, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. How are the renovations at Clark coming? I was stationed there in '79. Gordon, I just put out a video recently, this past week, about the renovation. Go check it out. Things are moving along. Um, Slowly. I guess you could say slowly. I did notice, if you check out the video, a lot of the concrete pillars, the structure pillars, a lot of them now have been cleaned up and they concreted or they finished concreting where it fell off and broke off. Some areas they've carbon fiber wrapped. There's one area that they're building, and I found out after I got done filming, it's a bathroom, so they're starting to build, you know, bathrooms, one bathroom. I don't know what it's for. It's hard to get anything from anybody. I go in there. Somebody said, "Well, where are all the workers?" Well, let me tell you why. I go in there uh, when it is lunchtime, and they're all on break. I've gotten so many comments. Why aren't they wearing hard hats? Why aren't they wearing hard steel-toed tip shoes? Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? It's I'm going to tell you right now, it's the Philippines. Man, if you work for OSHA, I would recommend you not coming to the Philippines to retire. You will go crazy. You will go crazy here. Oh my God, that's a violation there. That you will go crazy here. Don't bother coming here. If you work for OSHA or any agency that is about government safety and security and all, don't bother coming here. You will go crazy here. I laugh. I look at things and I just laugh. I'm like, wow, okay. Um, but I quit going in there when they're working. Too many people are worried about what's going on in the Philippines. There is no OSHA in Philippines. I'm sure they have some type of governing laws, but do they abide by them here? Well, do you see everybody with a helmet on, right? Uh, Things like that cost money. Uh, but yes, the construction is going very well. Things are getting done. Like I said, but there is one he's like the general contractor guy I always talk to. And when I was in there, of course, he was on lunch break, so he was sleeping. So I couldn't really get anything from him. Uh, but now I go in during lunch. That way, nobody can complain. Is there asbestos there? Is there lead there? They should have this. They should be wearing that. Well, like I said, this is the Philippines. Your life will be much easier when you come to retire in the Philippines when you don't bring like how things are back in the States or in Germany or Canada. If you don't bring all that with you here, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. We have a house in Bacuil. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Bacuil. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Ricky USA. How you doing, Ricky? The workers building the Central Park Tower all wore hard hats and flip flops. Yeah, sometimes you will go by some construction sites and you will see guys with hard hats. Um, Sometimes you don't. Sometimes 50-50. You know what I mean? 50-50. The standard safety gear is hard hats and flip flops. Me, I don't know why. Is somebody using a grinder or something like that? Why you wouldn't even want to put on, even if they're not safety glasses, just a pair of glasses, maybe sunglasses, something just to protect your eyes. Oh, bag yell. Okay. Uh, just to protect your eyes from, stuff shooting in your eyes. You'll see dudes here welding away. They are welding. They might have a pair of sunglasses on, and they might not even have a pair of sunglasses on. It's just, I don't get it. Things that make you go, right? But I would imagine, though, if you worked in a fabricating shop and every day that was your job to go in and weld here in the Philippines, I would I would imagine you'd wear a hood, a welder's hood, or you'd probably be blind. Think about it. But the average guy on the street, average guy at the bike repair shop there, he just welding. Maybe sunglasses, maybe not. Phil C, howdy from Oregon City, Oregon. How are you doing? Hard hats keep the sun off the top of your head. Who needs all them OSHA rules? Get her done. Yeah, get her done. They get her done here, that's for sure. Ah, really isn't much going on. We had that Tigin Tarakan, yeah, whatever you call it, beer festival. Fancier word for a beer festival. That's all it was here. Um, been there, done it. That was last weekend. You guys watched the video? I went up during the day. I talked to some friends that went there at night, and they said, "No, never again, never again." On a Friday or no, a Saturday, it was you're walking through there like this, so crowded, and if the mob and the crowd moved this way, you moved that way. If it went this way, you went that. My buddy told me if you fell, you you stood a good chance of getting really hurt. Not my thing, not my scene. Once again, heard stories, people stealing people's phones out of their pocket and whatever, whatever. It's funny because I seen a guy leave a comment in one of these groups here in English City. I don't think crime is going up. I've been here all these years and I don't hear about all these crimes. Well, because you don't leave your gated community. That's why. Or maybe it's just where I'm at, talking to Filipino people, talking to say people um, that know the areas. Uh, Maybe it's because I'm talking to them and they hear what's going on. But yeah, yeah, that's one of the reasons you're never going to get away from crime, right? It's just not going to happen. But if you could distance yourself further away from the crime here in the Philippines, do it. Just do it. Uh, which gets me to the point. It's almost Philadelphia Phillies baseball. Nice 2023. Yes, Victor. Yes, yes. Wasn't meant to be, right? World Series last year, but not this year. Wasn't meant to be. Things happen. Yeah, well. Edward John Lippin. Very little crime here in the Boondocks. You're right, Ed. That brings me to my point. I have people saying, Billy, you're never going to move. You just say that to people to watch your videos and they think you're going to move, but you're never going to move. If you've been following my channel for the past, I don't know how many years, remember, you got to follow it. Don't jump in when you see something that catches your attention. You got to follow it. It's an ongoing YouTube channel. I'm just not going out and doing reviews and you got to follow it. I've said it many times. When Hannah Grace gets out of school, which is this year, or no, next year, 2024, we are moving. I've said it many times. And we're probably more than likely looking more into the province out where we were at, Sherrigal Island. Like Ed says, very little crime in the boondocks. Philly, you're crazy. You're going to miss McDonald's and you're going to miss Tequila Reeve. No, 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 I won't. Just because you might miss those luxuries doesn't mean I'm going to miss them luxuries. It doesn't mean I'm going to miss it. I could care less about those things. See, people come from the West, and hey, I'm James. Thank you very much, James Finley. Uh, People come from the West, wherever, and they want those luxuries. They need those luxuries. They want those luxuries, right? Um, doesn't mean I do. It's nice to have. Oh, I don't. I enjoy getting up every morning, going up to Tequila Reef, sitting down with my handful of friends that I consider friends that I can talk to. I enjoy that. But do I need it? No, I don't need that. Oh, you're going to miss the mall. Not really. Oh, you're going to not be able to order this or get right here. Lazada delivers all over the Philippines. What do I want? I could type in right now Bush's Baked Beans, Lazada. Oh, there's Bush's Baked Beans. Send it to me. You get used to those comforts. Like I say, give me air conditioning, give me Wi Fi. I'm good to go. And this is how serious we are. My car's for sale, guys. My Toyota Rush is for sale. Anybody here in the city looking, anybody in the surrounding area looking, I will give you a good deal. Send me an email. I don't need it there. Now, I will be taking the bike along. Don't need it there. And when we were there looking around, there was not, I didn't see many POVs there. Uh, I did not see many POVs, personal owned vehicles. I did see a lot of vans, a lot of white vans. Uh, Life Advice Channel, thank you, sir, for the super chat. Nothing worse than another hotel rental home review. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Um, everybody, everybody has, like I'm saying too. It's like like what do I vlog here in Angeles City that I haven't done? You know, um, I I can run around to the hotels. Oh, here's a hotel. Here's a hotel review. But that to me that's boring. But some people like to see that. I can run around to the restaurants here. Okay, to me boring, but some people. What else is there to do? You know, there's so many vloggers now here in the city. It's like we're vlogging and we're walking by them while they're vlogging. you know, but people like different things. They watch people's channels um, because that's what they like. I like you better. F Philly. He's a dickhead. Thank you. I don't. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a dickhead. Okay. Okay. Sit in your basement. Shut up. You'll never be here. um, but anyways, getting back, I would see a lot of the white vans running around. Those white vans were transporting people, say, from the airport down to General Luna. General Luna is your big hotspot. That's where everybody kind of vacations and hangs out there. And it's a younger crowd, like a younger crowd. What do I mean? Younger, late 20s, 30s, I'd say. A lot of Australians are coming there, and women. I see white women there. I've seen a couple times. I've seen two white women walking around. You know, um, they come there for many reasons. Of course, your surfing's your bigger thing, but there's other things to do there on Cherga Island. There's island hopping. There's underwater cave exploring. Um, there's certain areas that you actually, and I've seen it where you set up a package. They pick you up at your resort. They drive you to this area. It might be an hour away. All right. You get to this place that they're taking you. The food is included. The entrance fees are included. The boat fee, everything's included. And then they bring you back. There's a lot more there than just the Cloud Nine, the surfing. And while I was there, I don't know. Uh, when I was there, I found a couple decent restaurants, American style restaurants. You don't have you don't have big Jollibees or anything. You have little places, mom and pop little places, and resorts and eater places. So yeah, and as far as talking to other expats, I talk to many down there. If I want to talk to other expats, I can go down there. Um, but yeah, I'm almost sure, guaranteed, 100%. Well, let's go 99.9 because you never know. I'm moving into province. I had comments. People love it in the province. Some people don't. It's all what you want. I'm not going to tell I'm not going to tell you where to move. Don't tell me where I'm going to move. So Matthew Perry, aka Chandler, died. I don't know. Did he? Let's look that up. Matthew Perry. Yes, there it is. Let's see. Is it a hoax? Is it one of those hoax things? No, TMZ, Friend star Matthew Perry dead at 54 after apparent drowning. All right. Yes, that is true. I just looked it up. You know, sometimes they come up with these hoaxes, right? uh, what was that latest one? I forget what it was. Some TikTok star or something like that faked their own death, or I forget what it was, just for more attention, right? But yes, that's true. Matthew Perry. What is the best place to rent a motorbike in Angeles? Mr. Nice. Yes, nice Mr. Nice or Nice Guy Bike Rental. That's a good place. They've got all different sizes from, say, like a 125 all the way up to, if I'm not mistaken, over a 400cc. So you can hop on the highway and use the bikes on the highway. Once again, always negotiate. They're going to, they're going to give you a better deal if you rent long term. So always go in there and talk to them, negotiate. But yes, I've rented from. Well, I rented when I first got here. I rented from them. Great, great, great place to rent from. They'll come out if there's an issue. But yeah, I like to go to Chris99 to talk to other expats. I like to go to Chris99 to talk to other expats in English. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hey, what time is it here? It is 9:40. 8 9:40 a.m. 9:40 a.m. in the morning. How much do you pay per month for internet? Right here, we are paying two for 2,400 to 2,500 per month for our internet. We don't have the highest, fastest internet. We don't have the lowest bottom internet. We got kind of like in between. And I only have internet. That's all I have. We don't have cable TV, just internet. I have Fire Stick. and I use that Fire Stick to watch whatever I want. But yeah, Chris 99, Chris 90 Cafe. The old Cherries and Dave's. All right, all right. Cherry and Dave's. Yes, Chris 99. If I'm not mistaken, is that the name of the Chris 19 Cafe? The old Cherries and Dave's. All right. If I'm not mistaken, I think he named that after his son. He told me the whole story during COVID and the headaches and this and that. So I think he just renamed his store. Uh, Anybody, please let me know what this says. Let me know what this says. English, please. English, please. I don't know how I get rid of that. I don't know what that. Anybody know what that says? Where is it at? Wait, here. Sorry, I'm my brain is thinking. Yeah, it doesn't take much. Chris 99 is a bar down the street from the corner of Kokomo's. Brunch of expats sit outside and drink at the bar. I'm familiar with it. Now that I know it was Dave and Cherry's, yes, I'm familiar with it. Um, I think I ate there years ago. I had like a sandwich or something there years ago. Years ago. Yes, it is down A Santos Street, all the way. Walk down A Santos Street off Walking Street. It's down there on the right hand side. Daryl Charity says 140 people in the chat, but only 47 thumbs up. Come on, people, please smash that like button. Come on. Pause, 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 pause. My button's broke. All right. Wonder what's going on with that. Trying to hit the button on my Blue Yeti to put it on pause, but it's not working. Always something, right? Always something. Even when you have the fastest internet in the world, you're still stuck with how fast the other part of YouTube doesn't keep up with your blazing fast speed when you upload. Very true. And then there's times where you could be sitting here and think just the internet just gets slow on you. I don't know. It's the Philippines, right? Ah, what about cable TV? How much per month? I couldn't tell you that because I dropped my cable TV, so I couldn't tell you. I know well under 100 US dollars. Well under. Once again, it depends on your package. What do you want? Do you want, the package with 1,000 channels, or you want the package with 100 channels? Um, it all depends on your package. Also, here in the Philippines, you got to sign a 2-year contract. You have to sign a 2-year contract, at least around here. It could be different. Remember, things are different elsewhere. 2-year contract is what you sign. Now, after that 2 years, you can opt out or whatever. But I'm well over my 2 years. So, yeah, when we move, take the box in. There you go. Have a nice day. Did the Lewis Grant ever open up again? No, it didn't. I got to walk up there. I got to walk up there because somebody told me they opened up the banquet hall. Somebody said they open up the banquet hall. If you want to go in, you want to rent it. You can rent the banquet hall up or out. And so, yeah, I want to get up there. Plus, I want to shoot up to Margarita Station. I know every vlogger here has done it. But like somebody said, I don't watch all the other vloggers. So please go up there and do it. So I will. It like I said about so many vloggers. There was a vlogger in Margarita Station vlogging the opening of Margarita Station when another vlogger from the area walked in there. While he was vlogging the opening of the margaritas, it's just everybody's falling all over each other. It is. It's not a very. Angeles is pretty big, but the area where most foreigners hang out is not very big, right? Angeles is big. You guys see me in Center City walking around downtown Angeles City. You guys have seen me. Angeles is a nice sized city, but where the foreigners hang is not really that huge of an area. Is there still issues with onion prices? No, not that I'm aware of. What's the big thing now? Look, just got back from the market, and she told me there was something else now that is up. I can't remember. I apologize, but it goes in waves. Onions will be high, then onions will drop, and then rice will go up, and then rice will go. It goes in waves. But no, onions. There's no shortage of onions anymore. I don't know why that's doing that. There, all right. uh, the internet is way better than 10 years ago. Get an IPTV, no need for cable. Yes. Um, Plus, with the Starlink, Starlink has brought a new. They brought a new ball to a ball game here with Starlink. Uh, you were stuck here. You either had Converge, which is pretty big now, or as I call them, Clown Verge, or you have Smart, or you have Globe, prepaid. I did that one time, and it's a complete joke. Yeah, you have so much, but if you use so much, then we slow all your speeds down. It was a joke, but like I said, Starlink has brought a new ball to the ball game. Good for them. Good for the people. I always say, good for the people. Come on, it is 2023, almost 2024, and a country still has issues with quality internet. Internet is old. Right, guys? Internet is old. It's been around so long. Kids just think it's been here forever. Internet is old, and they still have an issue with internet here in the Philippines. Come on. Come on. Philippine P just did a review on her new Starlink. She let the Philippine, everybody's favorite Filipina, the Filipina P, the precious P. Uh, hey, Justin did Starlink. He loves it. Matter of fact, there's a group, a family 8 miles from home out in Sherga Island. They love their Starlink. They love it. Starlink is kind of pricey, isn't it? The price just went up. They were offering it at, what was it? 19,990 pesos. I think it was like right around $400. Now that is your whole setup, your entire setup, your wires, your router, your whatever it is that shoots up into the sky, your satellite. You know what I'm talking about? Like $400, and then it was 2,800 pesos per month for your service, which is like, I don't know, what is that, like $50, a little over $50, something like that. But well worth it. Well worth it. Oh, I only pay 1,500 out in the province with my Smart or my Globe pocket Wi-Fi. Yeah, you're paying for shit. When we travel and we go to different places like hotels and stuff. Oh, we got Wi-Fi. We got Wi-Fi. And you get in there and you connect up to the internet. Like, you know what you got? You've got Facebook Wi-Fi. Shit Wi-Fi. It allows me to get on Facebook, and that's it. I can't stream anything. I can't watch any videos on it. You've got Facebook Wi-Fi. Shit Wi-Fi. For real. It's like 2024 coming up. Internet's old. Yeah.
About 30 years, they found dial-up memory. Yeah, it's a wonder they don't have that dial-up thing. Right? Remember that? Uh, is the R&B Music Club still there? Yeah, still there. And they have on their billboard outside, it does list who's playing and stuff. So yes, they are up. They are running, as far as I know. I went there years ago. Had a good time. Had a real good time. Uh, but I haven't been back. Starlink is great. I took it to the bush when I was hunting. Awesome. Yeah. You can take it wherever you want to go. $50, 50 USD. Now I did just notice that the price went up. Now I just seen something too where I seen an article where they said they're going to be selling Starlink at SM malls. Something like that. Um, I'll have to wait and see. Something popped up on my news feed one time on my phone. I'll have to see. I could see it happening. Um, and again, why not just order it straight from Starlink? I'm sure as SM's going to have to raise wherever they sell it, they're going to have to raise their price, right, to sell it. I haven't been there in 10 years now. When I come back, will I find a drastic change? Wayne, if you're talking about here in Angeles City, yes. The game is still the same, right? The game is still the same in Angeles City. If you're into the bar scene and the girls and all that, the game is still the same, but prices have gone up. Um, New buildings have popped up. Um, yeah, things have changed. Um, if you're talking about this area, I'm not sure what's up with Tim K. I've been trying to find out, but haven't been able to. Sometimes he makes some fake hype. All vloggers do that, right? Some type of hype. It's funny because I seen a video where a guy said, "What did he say? Clickbait. Don't believe the clickbait titles. Don't believe what was the other thing? The thumbnails and all this other stuff." And all he did was basically do a clickbait video saying about clickbait videos. I always say, does that burger from Burger King commercial, does that delicious looking burger look like the same burger that you get when you go in there? No, it does not. It's clickbait. Even big companies use clickbait. Matthew Allen, member for 2 months. Thank you, Matthew Allen. Where can I get Starlink in the Philippines, Brian? You're talking about uh, purchasing it somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, what people are doing is they're going onto the Starlink website, ordering the system right on Starlink. Like if I were to get it, I go on the Starlink website right now, punch in the Philippines, where I'm at, this and that. However they do it with the pay, you probably got to pay with a credit card or however. I was told they also going to use your information for your monthly withdrawal for your services off of the credit card. Type in my address and ship to me. They shipped to me and I got it and set it up and I'm good to go. But yeah, but as far as purchasing it right now in a store, I don't think you can. But like I said, they were saying like SM or something like that is going to start offering it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's how it works. And if anybody wants to purchase Starlink for me, I'll give you my address and you can ship it to me. I'll be getting it out in the province for sure because there's nothing out there. No signal. It was so bad. I didn't even have a cell phone signal. I had to go up the road to get a cell phone signal. But yeah, here 135 per month with an upfront 5.99 equipment fee. Okay, see, Chuck, I don't know where you're at, but I know it's more expensive even back in the States. Uh, Here, like I said, it was 19,900, right around $400, and then it's right around 2,800 per month, which is right around 50, $60 for your monthly internet, unlimited monthly internet. Hello, Rain and friends. How you doing, Charles? Sort of like Mike, fake hype, and now he's nowhere to be found. Not this week. That's it. I'm working on something. I'm working on something for next week. All right. Yep, you're right. Right now, they do have a promo. What is my take on the new Margarita Station location? Well, I hope they do well up there. I think what made Margarita Station was their location right there on Fields Avenue, where all the action is, where you can sit down, you can look out the chicken wire, you can watch people walk by. Um, its location, I think, created it. Is the food the greatest? In my opinion, it's not the greatest. It's not the worst. It's okay. Um, I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll see what happens. Of course, everybody's going to go now within the month, run up there, support Margarita Station, the locals. You're going to get locals going in there. The average guy coming here, staying down on Walker Street, Fields Avenue. Are they going to run all the way up there? And who knows? Um, Time will tell. Time will tell. Like I said, I hope they do well. I really do hope they do well. We'll see. We'll see. Daryl says, "I will get my Starlink next week." Cool. Let me know how. Let me know how it is, Daryl. Let me know. Thought you were going to do some diving on your trip. Why not? Not a big dive place. I was told there are certain places you can dive there, but it's not a big diving place. Plus, I didn't do touristy stuff there. I didn't do any touristy stuff there. Victor Coco. Victor is a member. Always been a member. I didn't do any touristy stuff. I went there to hang out, see what it would be like to just be hanging and chilling and not worrying about the touristy stuff. I don't know if they rented it out. What's going on? I don't know. From my understanding, the land was purchased by somebody else from the other landowner. Who knows? You hear many stories. They wanted to raise the rent, and the Margarita Station said no. You hear many, many stories. When something goes in there, all 50 Angeles City vloggers will be there to let you know. All right. Hi, Brian. Your opinion on Medical City Clark? Should I look at a previous video? It's one of those. I've heard people say they liked Medical City Clark. They had no problem. They were treated well there. Everything went fine. And then I hear people, I don't like Medical City Clark. They're ripping me off. They did this. It's. I went there one time years ago, and I was treated fine. I was treated fine. Um, Thought it was decent. Of course, it's private. You're going to pay. Um, like I said, either some people they either like it or they don't. I've heard, like I said, I've heard people they like it, other people don't. My opinion is, to me, I never had a problem there. Never had a problem. It was always decent. Um, but to each their own. Mike was seen getting carried out of his basement on a stretcher with an IV tube attached. I don't know. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Don't know anything. All right. Let's see. Anybody want to join? Let's put the invite out there. CD, everybody's favorite guy. Does he want to join? Yeah, caution. 50-50. Like I said, I never had a problem out there. Other people have had problems. You always got to watch too, because sometimes they will try to charge you for things you really don't need. You got to tell them no. For example, let me give you a for example. Somebody went out there for, I forget what it was, some type of test. He went in there and he said, I'm here for this test. And they said, okay, we need to admit you into the hospital. He's like, admit me into the hospital? Why? I'm only here for a test. They said, well, we want to keep you in case there's a problem with the test. And he's like, no, I'm here for the test. I get the results and I leave. So you always got to be careful. You always got to be careful because they might sucker you in there and say, something like that. So, yeah. All right. CD Morrissey, everybody's favorite Navy guy is here.
I just wanted to come on. I hadn't planned on coming on, but I wanted to call out that pussy on Life Advice Channel, saying my stories are BS.
On where?
An asshole.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he said in the comments that my stories are BS. What an asshole. Just because he's had a boring, uneventful life, he thinks everybody else has too?
Who's that? What channel?
Life Advice. Life Advice. He said it on the comments. Says my stories are BS.
Life Advice.
Yeah, he said that quite a while ago.
Well, yeah, you live your own life. You know your life. I know my life.
I'd like to see him say that. I'd like to see him say that to my face. Pussy.
Yeah.
Damn it. I hate that.
You couldn't start a YouTube channel. You'd give yourself a heart attack.
Oh yeah, well I don't plan on
it. Life Advice channel. Oh, there, Life Advice. There he is.
Of course, Life Advice for pussies, I think is what it is. Son of a bitch.
Life Advice channel.
Why don't you come on? Why don't you let him come on? I'd like to see his face.
Yeah, Life Advice.
Yeah, come on.
You would need to leave your lounge. Yeah, there. Come on Life Advice channel. And Daryl Johnson, you got some kind of like buzzing feedback.
Who is that?
I don't know who that is.
Hello.
It's got like a buzzing feedback.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Daryl.
Hey, are you from Philadelphia?
Philadelphia area.
Where?
Yeah,
what part?
Outside King of Prussia.
Get out of here. I used to go to the King of Prussia Mall. Yeah. Oh, my God, I guess like 30, 40 years ago.
Been there that long.
How long you been there?
In the Philippines?
Yeah.
It's going on 8 years now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from out by the airport, out Delaware County, out that way. Just right out. I'm really right down the street from the airport, Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm coming over. I'm coming over there in about 60 or 90 days. That's why I wanted to link up with somebody possibly in the same area. I'm retired from the Army.
Wow.
Okay.
Army.
Where are you going to stay when you come over here?
It's going to be in Cebu City.
Cebu City.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's kind of away from where I'm at, but
where part are you in?
Angeles area. Angeles City area.
Okay. Yeah. Angeles City. Okay. Is that out there by where is it the Air Force Base or the Subic base used to be?
Out where the old air base used to be,
Yeah, see,
out by Clark.
oh, Clark. Okay,
Yeah,
that way.
out that
All
area.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm coming down that way because I'm trying to get in touch with some other people over there, let them know that I'm coming over there. Just as soon as I take care of a couple of things here, then I'm going to be over there after Christmas. So I'll definitely have to link up with you, uh, and I'll let you know I'm in there because the lady I'm going to marry, she lives in Cebu City.
You've been here before, right?
No, I've never been there. I've been stationed in Korea, Japan, and Okinawa.
So you've never been here, but you're marrying somebody here?
Yeah, well,
I
this is
hope you've met her.
yeah, no, this is trust me, she's a real good person. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna marry her right off just as soon. I've been knowing her for about 3-4 years already.
So this is the first time you're going to meet her too, right? Or obviously
Yes.
you talked to her online, correct?
Yeah, I've talked to her a lot.
Right. Okay.
We,
All right.
we text every day or do video or chat every day.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Good luck.
yeah. Well, you never know. I mean, we don't know. The problem is you always hear horror stories. Horror
yeah.
stories always get the loudest voice.
Yeah.
It's the stories that that are success that you don't hear too much about.
Yeah.
There's some, just not that many.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, there's I've been reading the horror stories. Trust me, I've been reading them, and I gotta tell you, guys have got to really, if y'all haven't talked to them already, they gotta do some serious investigating things and looking at all odds and get ends financially, personally, health wise, everything before they even attempt to make a move like that.
Right.
I guess because we're in the military, we can get free shots and all that stuff. Like I'm right here by Langley Air Force Base here in Hampton. So I'm up to date on shots and, I had all my medical stuff done and all that. Then a lot of people get over there and get sick. Because let me ask you a question. What I understand, if you get sick there, if you don't have money, they hold you almost like hostage in the hospital. Is that true?
Yeah. They can. I guess they can. Right. However, I think it was the Duterte passed a law saying that they can't do that anymore. But good luck, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I hear stories, and I don't know. They can do anything they want here, for real. They could do anything they want.
That's why you carry secret money on you for emergencies.
Right. And you can buy your way out of things too.
Yeah, because I can understand you can probably get tricked up by the law there pretty easy.
I bought my way out of a few incidents for pretty cheap when I was in the Philippines. It's not hard.
Well,
okay, according to Andy Omar, who does know a lot about the Philippines and C.D. Morris's buddy, in the private ones, yes. So he's saying in a private hospital, they can hold you, but not in a public hospital.
Okay. All right.
Well, I priced a health plan with Pacific Cross for like $250,000 U.S. coverage. For me, it's $66.5, and it's only like $2,300 a year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what medical insurance do they take over? Because see, I have TRICARE, I have United Healthcare, and I have Medicare. So what insurance do they take there?
Well, the Medicare doesn't work at all, but
so I had figured as much.
You have to check with your insurance company because a lot of them have limits. It just depends on your policy.
Yeah.
And they might say sorry, or they might say yeah, or have some lesser limits, or than your general policy.
Yeah, I would say check your insurance company because some of them will cover you overseas. I know my insurance company covers me overseas. I know other people whose insurance company does cover them, but they have to pay it up front, and then the insurance will reimburse them. You have
Yeah.
to check with all your insurance company. Hey, I'm going to the Philippines.
Well, that's what's good about the Pacific Cross plan, which pays the hospital directly. The one I was looking at pays 90%, pays it directly, so you don't even have to show anything but your card, assuming you're conscious, or they pull it out of your pocket when you check in, and you're fine. So that's one of the good things. That Blue Royale plan, it's called Blue Royale. I spoke to Mike on King. He's a good guy, by the way, who handles that.
Well, I guess, like I said, I have to do some investigating, but because from what I understand, TRICARE, you can put a claim in. I guess you have to put in a claim in after the fact. You have to pay for everything first. Does TRICARE work there?
How much are you paying for that policy with TRICARE?
Well, I got TRICARE for life.
What's it costing you, though? I mean,
it's not costing me. I don't pay for a policy or anything like that.
Well, that's good then. Great.
Because if you're registered with the TRICARE system, because I understand TRICARE can go a lot of places. It may take a few days, to get some stuff done because of the distance. But I understand TRICARE can approve. It all depends on what it is,
Who's that down the left corner there?
It's random subscriber. Sorry.
That's your name? Random subscriber?
No. My name's Chris. I'm just a random subscriber for Philly in the Philippines. Been following for a long time. Sorry for butting in like that. I just wanted to say that thank you, Philly, for posting all the videos and stuff. It helped me out a lot here. And I'm really grateful for all the videos and vlogs you put out. It was a big warm-up session for me here in the Philippines, thanks to your videos. So at least I was somewhat prepared coming from Norway.
And that's the good thing about you posting videos. People need to get a real insight before they start going and start visiting places. They haven't done real value checking on everything,
Are you in the Philippines now, Chris?
Yeah. I'm in Daum, Mabalacat.
Oh, Daum. You're over in Daum. I know right where that's at.
Where is that?
Right across, right near, right near Angeles.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, real close.
Well, how is the weather there? Let me ask you that.
Hot. What are you asking me?
Oh my God. Because see, here today in Virginia, I live like 25, 30 minutes from Virginia Beach. It's almost like summer here. And it's going to be November this week coming up. And then we had a cold snap here 2 weeks ago. And it was cold here. It was like we had frost freeze here. And then all of a sudden we got this heat wave. And then come Wednesday or Thursday, it's supposed to get cold again. So you're saying it's real hot.
Yeah. Of course, you go up in the Baguio, which is up, sits higher. It's a little cooler there. But for the most part, it's just hot. It's hot. There's sometimes, what is it, like April, May, June, July, it gets really hot, like in the afternoon, at least around here in this area. Like, you don't want to be out in the heat in the afternoon. Even Filipinos run to the malls to get out of the heat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But this time of the year, like I always say, October, November, December, January, it's bearable. It gets warm, but it's bearable.
Okay.
And then, like I said, once again, depends on where you're at.
Okay.
But warm all the time. If it drops to 70, I'm cold. Honestly.
Damn, I guess I have to get used to that because, I was in the Middle East, and then I was at Fort Hood, Texas, and it was hot there. And I had been out at Travis Air Force Base. I remember coming at one time from Hickam Air Force Base into Travis. Got there. I came from Korea. We stopped in Japan. And then when we got to Travis Air Force Base, it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. It was in the summertime. You needed a fur coat on. It was that cold.
Yeah. Like I said, when it gets to 70s, you'll see people with double layer long sleeve shirts on, and but to me, the first time I felt it when it was 70 here, I had to laugh to myself. I'm like, I'm cold, but it's 70. How can I be cold? Your body, your blood just get kind of used to it here.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed the weather when I was there. I like that humid. Of course, I lived in Florida for a while, so right on the beach, like a block from the beach in Pompano. So I like that weather.
So what about driving there?
Ha! Good luck.
Okay.
I'm going to be in Davao. It's supposed to have the best compared to everyone else as far as safety and regulations. I'm not even going to drive there. Screw that.
Drive at your own risk.
Oh, I'll be in the backseat, brace for collision in the back of a taxi. Screw that.
So I'm figuring accidents can get manufactured there really easy because you're an American.
What I'm really rally isn't the danger as much as the liabilities. I mean, I read a lot of stories, not just on YouTube, but I did a lot of study. There's a lot of incidents of Americans, expats, foreigners getting screwed in an accident, having to pay all kinds of money and just really getting nailed. So the liabilities, that's the main thing. I'd say screw that, man. You know?
Yeah, because see, I'm going to get an international driver's permit from AAA here. Because see, I've driven in Germany, Austria, I've driven in Korea, I've driven in Japan, I've driven in Okinawa. There's a lot of countries I've driven in. Okay, I got to tell you, one of the countries that shocked me the most was Korea. Believe it or not, and it's not that they're manufacturing accidents. You could make a U-turn in the middle of the street because there's a symbol down there, and it can be 6 lanes of traffic going in each direction. And the taxi made a U-turn and scared the hell out of me. That was my first 2 days in country, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, God, he made a U-turn out of no reason from nowhere.
I made the mistake of renting a car when we were in the Navy on the Enterprise. We stopped at Tasmania in 1976. And I don't know what the hell I thought. This is another one of my BS stories, by the way. I made the mistake of renting a car. They drive on the left side of the road. I lasted about 15 minutes. I almost caused a dozen accidents. I said, screw this. I took the car back. Of course, I was half drunk. But yeah, left side of the road.
Daryl, my question to you is, do you have road rage?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right. Because if you got road rage, you'll have a heart attack within a week.
I can imagine the driving there is probably off the chart.
They'll have you on YouTube.
You know what? You just kind of get you learn to adapt to it. And like Andy said, have a dash cam if you're driving a car. Dash cams, because they've saved me. I feel safer on a motorbike than I do in my car. You just learn to deal with it. It's a give and go. I call it controlled chaos. But if you don't want to drive, there's always public transportation. It's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey,
Because I know now to take the test. I know in Europe you have to 100 signs and 100 questions. You can only miss 10 questions in each area in those 2 areas. How about the driver's license exam there?
Here I don't know if things have changed, but when I got here, all I had to do was go in with my United States driver's license.
Okay.
Take it to the LTO, which is like your land transportation office. It has to be valid. And
right.
You pay, I forget what I paid, but they gave me a Filipino license, and whatever endorsements were on my state license, they gave it to me. But things change all the time. I've heard people go in and they have no problem getting it. Then I've heard other people go in and they say, I can't get it. They won't give it to me. There's many things change, and I think it depends on the LTO department you go into. You can
Okay.
always, and they'll tell you, oh, don't do this. You can always find one from a fixer here. But that's how it was when I was in. Things change, y'all. They might require you now to be here 90 days, have your iCard. I don't know. The reason I don't check into it is because I already have it.
Okay. What's an
Like I said,
iCard? A vision card or something?
what do they call them? After 90 days, you got to get a card that basically says you're here on as a tourist on a tour as a tourist. I forget the name. Somebody will type it in there what it's actually called. But you have to get it after 90 days. When you go to renew your visa, that's part of it. You got to. There's no way around it. You got to get it. Just an iCard, your identification card. It's a ACR card. There it is.
Okay.
ACR.
Now, what's this? And there's a monthly visa fee?
It depends. You can do 2-month extension. You can do a 6-month extension.
Okay.
And like I said, I don't know it because I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Every year I have to go in and do an annual report because I'm on a 13A, which is a spousal visa. So
Okay.
every year, January, February, I go in. Here I am, do the paperwork, pay 380 pesos, and I'm good to go.
Now,
But
let
when
me
you
ask you.
arrive as a tourist every 2 months or every 6 months, depending on where you're at, you have to extend.
Okay.
But you're military.
Yes, I am. I'm retired. I'm retired military.
Then you can get it what's called an SSRV, military retirement here.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, of course there's paperwork involved, but if I'm not mistaken, you got to dump $1,500 US into a bank here, and then you can go that route.
And the $1,400.
Get here first. Get here first, and then
Well, actually, though,
you can decide there.
You should get all your paperwork. You need to get apostle documents, background check, apostle background check, apostle. If you're going to use your pension, you have to get that apostled also. And
Yeah.
you need to do that before you get here. And a background check, it's only good for 6 months. So you have to make sure when you get here, it's still valid. So, yeah, because if you try to do that here, I mean, in the Philippines, it's a lot more work, getting that documents.
Background check?
Yeah, you need a background check to get the SRV, a criminal check, FBI check. And it has to be apostilled or apostilled or however the hell they pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know all that.
Yeah. I investigate a lot because I'm going to get one. So, yeah, you have to, get fingerprinted. You send it in. Then you have to send in your documents to the DC to get apostilled. It's, why does it cost you a few $100, $300-$400, I think, something like that.
All right.
Hey, Brian, I got a question if you don't mind.
Shoot.
Sure if you,
go
I
ahead.
sent you a Facebook message because I tried to reach out last year because I would like to have your autograph because I'm just been watching since 2019. And I tried reaching out last year and I got no response. And I'm like, ugh. I'm just wondering, do you think it would be possible, maybe, whenever you got time, that you just sign your name on a piece of paper? I could have it on my wall in Norway. Stupid question, sorry.
Where are you at now? Where are you at? You're in Daewoo?
Yeah. In home site.
Home site.
That's right
You go
back
up
to the bus terminal. Do you know?
Yeah, I know where that's at.
I'll even pay
Send
for
me,
it.
send me another message and then tell me who you are. You know what I mean?
Okay. Because I
And
sent
then,
you
all right, we'll go from there. Because
Okay.
I get messages all the time, and you don't know who people are because you could have a guy say like an Andy Omar. You don't know if it's Andy Omar, if it's not Andy Omar. And then people have fake names, and so you don't know. But send me a message, say, hey, I'm so and so. I was on your live stream, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I sent you a message that I said I talked to you on stream. The guy who lives in the home site.
Okay, all right. I know where home site is. Yeah.
I was
So
just curious because, like, I saw you on the street like here last year, and I'm like, I want to ask, but he doesn't know me, right? So I thought it would be kind of random, just walking up. Hey, Brian, can I have your autograph, please? Sorry.
it don't bother me. People, you know, people say, "Oh, well, you're full of shit." No, every
Right.
day I get subscribers that walk by or, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, and
So you
I
you
don't
would be
mind. I don't
fine
mind.
with people asking you for an
Yeah,
autograph.
I don't. No, as
Okay.
for an autograph, yeah, I don't know. I never had it. Anybody asked me for my autograph.
Well, it's just that I've been watching a lot of videos from you and everything, and then I try to get my wife currently into Norway, and it was a bunch of stuff and all this. So then I watched Lutz videos, and that helped out too. And then we got married in Norway this month. So I'm just like,
Ah,
yeah, everything's fixed now. Woo.
everybody getting married. Jeez. Oh, everybody's getting
And
married.
are you just visiting? Are you
I'm
visiting?
staying here at my wife's place. She's renting the apartments. I'm helping her with the rent and stuff here.
So what? You're
But
going back to Norway?
yeah. Like my permanent
Oh,
address is in Norway because of my stupid income thing. So I can only stay for like 5 months at a time. And
right.
then since I got something called a Balikbayan visa now that I'm married to a Filipino
Yeah,
national, I could stay for maybe a year, according to my
yeah,
government. They're
yeah,
still
yeah,
working out the cases and whatever. But
yeah. You
I'm
could.
sorry to disturb like this. New
That's all right.
person. You guys don't know who I am. My name is Chris, Norwegian guy, 29-year-old. Kind of on retirement pay, but it's more like a disability paycheck because a lot of stuff happened and whatever in Norway back in
Right.
2012. And I just wanted to say thank you for posting all the videos and stuff. And if before April, maybe I could get your autograph, that would be splendid because I'm moving back in April next year.
My
I'll be
autograph.
here. I won't be when I do move. It won't be till after April. So I'll be around. I'll be around. Yeah, send me a message.
Yeah, I did. Okay,
All right.
so you two have fun and you guys have a
All right.
nice day.
Thanks for stopping in.
No problem. Okay, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let
We
me
had
spell his finger. Kim
I
Tay
think
lets me.
that's full of BS. Wait a minute. He's not from Norway, wherever the hell that is.
Norway.
Why is everybody getting married? What's the deal with that? Jeez, I don't understand that at all. That's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah, you'll be in love when you get here. You'll be married within 6 months, and yeah, we
Really?
know you'll be buying caravels and building houses, and right, Andy? Right, Andy? Andy knows.
I would cut my own throat before I did that. No, that's the last thing I want to do. Jeez, I was married once for 3 months. That was in 1980, and I realized that was a big mistake.
Right,
Actually,
right.
I actually found out because I don't have a passport. I never had a passport. So I applied for my passport a few weeks ago, and they were asking all these questions about were you married, wife's name, and birthday. I don't remember any of that. So I went online, and it turns out she died 3 years ago. And the picture they had, she did not age well.
Life advice says you're going to find a she-male.
Yeah. Yeah. A lady boy. Moonlight dancing in the alley somewhere. No. But anyway, yeah. So no, I don't. I'll probably date, I would imagine, but lightly. Yeah, I don't want to. No. Fuck
There
that.
is the link if anybody wants to join the live stream. Feel free to jump up. Make sure you got clothes on.
That Life Advice Channel guy needs to come on. Bring him and Andy Omar. Now that would be a.
I don't know, who is life advice?
I don't know.
Is
Some
that
guy
a
here
channel?
he just likes to make a lot of bullshit comments and he can't back it up. He's just
Life is
he's just
that even a channel?
I looked it up and I couldn't find it. I
Oh,
looked it up.
okay.
It's just his life advice is how to be a dickhead. I think that's his whole advice. What's your advice? Be a dickhead. Okay. Well,
GLB has the IQ of a boiled turnip.
Andy Omar isn't going off on me. I'm kind of surprised why Andy Omar isn't calling me names and accusing me of all sorts of things. Hello.
Uh,
So what else are we talking? I did notice that comment about Mike earlier. Mike's Philippine. What did happen to him? He disappeared. I'm kind of
I
curious.
don't know. No clue what happened to him.
Because he was like, he'd come on, do 3 or 4 live streams from his pool every other day and videos all over the place. But it seems like after that Jesse.
After he got caught out with that Jesse, just gone.
Maybe Uncle Jesse or something. I don't know.
Maybe come on. Just admit, hey, I made a mistake. I apologize. But if you're that, I don't know. If you're just so into yourself that much, you can't admit you make a mistake. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, but he just kind of boom.
I sent him some messages. Hey, where the hell are you? But nothing. So maybe he's dead.
Yeah,
I'm probably making a mistake right now.
Hey, who's
why
this
is
guy?
that, John?
Who's this guy?
I'm somebody over here that sweated the summer in Phoenix, just like you.
Hey, I'm in Scottsdale.
I know.
You do? How do you know that? Oh, I must have said that.
Because you have a big mouth. That's how I know.
And I'm also full of BS. Do not forget that.
We have one thing in common.
So, yeah.
Ryan,
Yes.
when are you getting wet again?
I don't know.
Man, because I tell you, that's one of the things that I really need to do in the Philippines. I've been coming there with my wife since 2014, and every trip I always have the greatest intentions to go diving, and it just never happens. It's we get too busy, weather not good, no equipment rentals available. But I am shipping my regulator over and my BC so that we'll only have to worry about getting tanks.
Right.
But
yeah, I'm gonna do diving when I get to Davao, but yeah, I don't have any equipment. I sold it all. I stopped diving like years ago, but I wanted to take it up again. I don't have anything. I do have a set of rocket fins from 1976, though. I still have those. That's all I have. I have to get some new
You
stuff.
don't have your Navy SEAL equipment?
I've been watching the Don Shipley channel, busting out all those phony Navy SEALs. That's a great channel, by the way. He just shits all over. I love that channel. All these guys.
They just, if I'm not mistaken, I think they just named Puerto Galera the diving capital of the Philippines.
Really? Where's that?
Yeah. Sabang, Puerto Galera. It's on Mindoro Island, the island of Mindoro.
yeah, just one island south of Luzon there. You can take a ferry across. Or you can watch some of Brian's videos. He goes there. What, you've been there like, 5 times, Brian?
Yeah, 5, give or take, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. There is great diving there in the, what's that window called? Ride the current through?
Window.
Underwater. The little, well, I guess you call it a cave or a
hole
tunnel.
in the wall. The hole in the wall?
Yeah, the hole in the wall. I do pay attention, but not everything sinks in. Hole in the wall. That looks pretty cool and fun, and especially a lot of the marine life and stuff there is just over the top there.
Oh yeah. You go out to Verde Island, which is about an hour boat ride. You're out there for your 2 dives, 3 dives if you want. As soon as you hit that water, man, it's just so much marine life around you. And the deeper you go, the different type of marine life, and it's beautiful there. So many different dive spots there. They say it's supposed to be the biggest marine biodiversity in all the Philippines, is what they say. But yeah, they gave it that name here recently. Mel B. Jordan. How you doing, Jordan? Or Jordan Melby Vlogs? Neil Davis. Let's bring Neil Davis. What's up, Neil?
What's up? How you doing?
How are you? Good.
Where are you?
Myself, me?
Yeah.
I'm in Washington State.
Looks like you're on a ship or something. Man. Looking at the
No,
overhead.
well, I'm in my studio. I'm in my studio, musical studio.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's me. That's what I do. You know, I'm a
Cool.
drummer.
Ah,
All right.
Retired military, retired corrections officer,
hey,
All right. Yeah.
and you know, I listen to Philly a lot, man, because you know I'm from Philadelphia originally, from King of Prussia, actually Norristown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
born and raised. You know, up until I went into service. I go back to visit family, but been out. You know, I've been out here since I got out in '91. Yeah, I've been out here ever since. And been to the Philippines like 5 times. Ended up getting married. And what's your name again, man? I forgot.
CD.
You said you're going. No, dude. They say he's going over there. He's gonna stay single.
me.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Morrissey.
Well, that's gonna be a challenge. That's gonna be a challenge. Okay.
Asshole.
Prepare for a challenge. You know, because they're gonna be out to get you. They're gonna get you.
Nah, yeah. Well,
They make a schoolboy leave his. They'll make a schoolboy leave his books. I'm telling you.
No, I'll date
Am I
you.
right, Philly? They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
they just know. They know.
Yeah.
They're going to be shooting at you from every direction. You know, I mean, I went over there for a purpose. Like the gentleman that was there, you know, I met my wife online through a friend by accident, and ended up chatting for 4.5 years before I went over. And then
Jeez.
once I went over, you know, they put the Philippine tune-up on me, man, and it was over. I was dead in the water.
But now, CD, are you talking to anybody online at the moment
No.
over in the Philippines? No.
You're the only person I talk to. You're the only person I talk to in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
that's right. That's right.
About that.
Yes, yeah. He's a prime target. Once he gets there, don't worry, don't be shooting at him. You know, we'll see how well his shields hold up. You know,
I don't know. I'm starting to doubt CB's integrity there, or something there. If the only person in the Philippines he's talking with is Brian.
Well, I'll take that back. I did go on one of Mike's live streams, so I guess that was
Mike,
false. So,
You're not a secret stalker or anything like that, are you?
I'm looking for you, but no, I don't know anybody in the Philippines, and I don't know. I don't know. So when I get there, I'll be totally anonymous.
and when Philly tells you it's hot, just bring shorts and t-shirts. That's all you need. Shorts and t-shirts.
Multiple T-shirts. You're going to be changing at least multiple times through the day.
That's right. That's right. And a hand rag. Always have, a little towel with you.
I don't. You know what?
Yeah.
When I don't sweat that much.
You will when you get there.
No. I lived in South Florida, right on the beach. I've been to the Philippines. I spent a lot of time. I don't really sweat that much.
Okay. Well,
You know?
there's a little difference on being right on the beach and being inland, like at Dow or Clark or Angeles City. It's different.
I don't even sweat that much. I work out every day, man. I don't even sweat that much when I work out. I'm just not a big sweater.
Okay. All right. They got a thick humidity over there, man. It's really thick. It's the hit you in the face humidity. As soon as you walk out the airport, boom, you be like, what was that?
As soon as you get off that air-conditioned airplane into that tube you got to walk through, if you don't walk down the steps and it hits you.
That's right. If they don't depart you on the tarmac, they'll put you out on the tarmac.
Well, the first time I when I was in the Navy, when I flew from California to Clark. So my first experience was stepping off the plane at Clark and getting on that death bus ride to Subic.
Oh, a little bus ride. So yeah, so you got off on the tarmac, and then they put you on a bus.
An actual maniac bus drive from Clark to Subic. Jeez, what a maniac that guy was behind the wheel.
They still drive like that. They still drive it like that.
I was drunk, so I didn't care, but it was still exciting. Another BS story, by the way. No. While you're taking notes there, Mr. Live Advice Channel, all my BS stories.
So here's a question. Do you have a story when you were not drunk?
Oh yeah, lots of them. I stopped drinking about 25 years ago. I haven't had a drink in 25 years. So I've got 25 no drink stories.
Well, that when I don't drink very much here in America, but boy, I tell you, that evening post sunset beer is a lifesaver there in the Philippines.
I won't be trying any beer. I don't drink. I won't drink ever again. So it's just not me. I don't enjoy it. I'll drink water, juice, etc.
You'll drink Buku?
I don't know that Red Horse. The Red Horse is pretty good. That Red Horse is pretty good.
See, now I'm not a Red Horse. I can't drink Red Horse.
Me neither.
I drink the San Miguel. I can drink that, but Red Horse I can't.
I like the taste of Red Horse. Yeah, I like the taste.
Drinking Red Horse to me is like drinking like a Colt 45. It's just
it doesn't. I don't. Well, see, you go to Germany and you get used to drinking German beer.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot. Okay, so if I drink one or two Red Horses, I'm good. I'm not a heavy drinker, but when I'm out, I like to have because I'm like I ain't driving nothing.
When I was in the Navy, I got in trouble drinking and fighting, and they made me take Antabuse, which is if you're not familiar, that's a pill you take, and if you drink alcohol,
makes you sick. Yeah,
violently sick. Which I tested. It is true. I was too good. I almost died, man. They I got in that big fist fight.
How about Imperador? Do you drink that, Neil?
No, I never had that. Never had that.
That's pretty good. It's one of those cheap. I don't know, what is it, a whiskey or a bourbon or whatever, and it's cheap, and a lot of Filipinos will drink that here too.
It's so hot over there, man, and I didn't drink when I go over there. I don't drink that liquor because that liquor come right out of me, man. Make me sweat. Take one shot,
Yeah, true.
and I'm sweating. So I mess with that liquor at all when I'm over there, But beer, yeah, one or two beers, when you're sitting out, because in the evening, it's still humid,
Right.
You sit,
Right.
I like to go listen to groups outside, outside, I hung out mostly in Manila and Cavite. Took the family this year, the whole family of 8 people to Boracay. Oh my God.
That must have cost you.
Huh?
I
that was a mistake.
Well, no. It was a vacation for the family. My wife and the kids. She's got, 3 grown kids. Plus, the girlfriends and the boyfriends. They've been living together for years. But so I flew them all to Boracay, and we had a great time, man. Had a great time.
It looks like a pretty nice place. I watched some of Jasper's in the Philippines videos from there. Looked like a pretty nice place.
Boracay's, I went to.
Very
I stayed.
touristy.
Too
I
damn
stayed there.
touristy. It's like going to Las Vegas.
No, Boracay ain't that bad. It's not that bad. I stayed in a really nice hotel on the beach, swimming pool in the middle, really nice rooms, and we were there for, what did we do? I think we did 3 days or 4 nights, 3 days. Cost me like to fly 8 people from Manila to Boracay.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I paid a little over $400, man, for tickets.
You got off
Yeah.
cheap.
You know, for 8 people. You know, I mean, you can't beat it over there. You know what I mean? To go do a nice little family vacation. You know, I was over there for 4 weeks in June. Yeah, it was really nice. Had a great time. Spent a little money, but I planned for it.
Right. Boracay,
You know?
I think, is a beautiful place. It's very touristy.
It changed a lot though from the last time when I got married, and me and the wife went there for our honeymoon. Changed a lot, you know, when Duterte shut it down to clean it up.
Yeah.
I mean, before it was, you know, party on the beach at night. It's not like that no more.
Hey,
Right.
Joe McGrath is calling you a liar. He said you didn't pay $400 for flying 8 people. I just noticed that.
Well,
There you go. You're making friends.
Well, let me ask him. What do you think I paid? What do you think I paid?
People just like to blow off. They like to.
yeah.
It's kind of fun, actually. I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, it was really nice though. I mean, we did rented some 4-wheelers. We did some 4-wheeling. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we went island hopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the food. The food was off the chain, man. The food was off the chain. Fresh lobster, live lobster. You go pick the food that you want. They take it over to the restaurant and they cook it fresh. I mean, we had fresh squid, lobster, clams. Whew. Enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it.
Navy, host your own stream, please.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's the thing. You can fly in the Philippines cheap. Lut and I flew down to Butuan. Now, if I did it again, I'd fly into Siargao City. I can fly into Siargao Island cheap. Where they get you is leaving Siargao Island. That's where they get you. But next time I'll fly into Siargao City. I'll take that 1 hour and 15-minute speedboat ride. We flew round trip. Lut and I don't know what it was, less than $100 each. And then our bus fares were, 200-300. Boat fare was 200-300 pesos. It was cheap, but you spend the time traveling. You're spending that time traveling, which I didn't mind because I got to see more of the Philippines than just landing in an airport, hopping in a van, going to where I got to go, a resort or whatever. I got to see parts of the Philippines I've never seen before on the bus. The boat ride the one back was a little bit slower, but I went to the back of the boat only because you could vape and smoke back there. And it was just beautiful. It was beautiful just looking at the water and there's islands. And I mean, it was amazing. But I don't like touristy things. I'm weird, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
me on a beach.
You're right on target, Byron. You're right on target, Brian. Going to touristy places like Boracay and all is just, it defeats the point of getting away. Man, when you go on vacation and stuff, man, you want to get away. You don't want to go where every amateur tourist is going and causing problems.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've done tourist places. I mean, I've done Boracay. I've done the whale shark swim. I've done on it. It's fun. It's beautiful. But to me, I want to, like when we were in the province, we had our own beach to ourselves because no tourists know about it, just the locals. So we hung out there and we had a picnic on the beach and barbecue on the beach. And, we had a good time. We were the only ones there. I can go skinny dipping if I want it. Well, no, there were kids there, but you know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with the touristy things either. I mean, come on, walking street's a tourist trap.
Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be spending a lot of money there, CD.
I'm going to be in Dubai. What are you talking about? There's no walking
You're
street
going to sneak up. You're going to sneak up to walking street.
in Angeles City. No,
Yeah, you're going to sneak up there.
You're gonna sneak up there just to see what it's like.
I don't think
Yeah.
they don't have a walking street in Davao, do they? I don't think so. That's
Well,
one of the reasons
sneak
I'm
up
going
there.
there. I don't want to go to
I think they call it 27th Avenue or Van Buren.
That's where you go to get your pole waxed. I don't. No, I don't.
He'll be booking a flight from Davao City to Clark International.
I will be going to Manila to meet with Maria. Maria.
Oh,
Rose,
wait, you said you didn't talk to anybody.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that. You didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Now you
Okay,
going to
now
Manila.
So was it
To get
bullshit
my
when you say you didn't talk to
Yes,
somebody, or is Maria bullshit?
Maria Rose is she helps expats get the SRV. She does all the paperwork, and you go there for a couple of days, and she helps you all through it and free. But you have to tip.
I got somebody up here that can do it for you.
Well, I
Yeah,
want to go to
I think,
Manila anyway because I got to set up at the VA to get my high blood pressure pills. I have borderline high blood pressure.
Well, you know you have to make an appointment online to go into the VA.
I thought I could set it up from here, from the
No,
U.S.
No, you got to make an appointment to go into the consulate, and you do that online when you get there because
Consulate has
that's-
nothing to do
that's
with
quite the
prescription
task.
medication.
Well, you can get medication. The few things you can get
Yes.
done, you can get medication shipped to you. They'll mail it to you from
You-
Manila.
you
to
can.
wherever you are. Yeah.
yes,
But
absolutely.
your blood
But I'm
pressure
saying-
medicine is going to be so cheap at Mercury or St. Joseph's or
Yeah, but you can't beat VA.
generic.
VA is free.
And-
VA is
You know,
free.
I honestly don't even need it really. I've checked my blood
Yeah,
pressure.
VA. You can't beat free. You can't beat FREE. Nobody can beat that
Nope.
price. You can't beat
Do
that
they
one.
ship? Do they send you your medication? The VA?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they mail
do.
it.
I get all mine. All mine's mailed to me, and
Yeah,
you
they
just
mail it.
dial it in.
Mail it to me here in Scottsdale, and they'll do the same.
No. I'm talking in the Philippines. Will they
Yeah,
mail? Like, if you're living here, will they
Yeah.
send you your medication to
They'll
where
mail
you
it to
live?
from Manila. They mail it to you from
All right.
Manila. Yeah, I checked on that.
All right.
Okay.
And-
Andy would know. He's on all kinds of medication.
Good one.
You said that is that a bad thing or a good thing?
No.
Estrogen.
If it keeps him calm, that's good for Andy.
He's taking estrogen treatment.
Oh, okay.
Pre-op. No. That'll bring him on. Shit.
And see, how long do you plan on staying there? You going there permanently?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Unless they run me out of town. Yeah, I'm done here. Yeah.
So how old are you? How old are you, if I may ask?
I am 66 and about 3 months.
And your last colonoscopy?
I've never had
And you-
one. I don't like
You
people.
better get one. You better get one.
They
You
always
better get
offer.
one.
Oh, thanks for the offer. I will keep my rectum.
Better get one. Better get one. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I would
You
rather
better get
be
one.
surprised. I would rather
You better
be
get one.
polyps start coming out.
This sounds like a guy that gets one every other week.
I get one whenever my doctor tells me, Mr. Davis, you're due, and this would be my second one around the 15th of November. Be my second one since I turned 58.
I draw the line at people inserting things into my rectum.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have something in my rectum be laying in a coffin.
Yeah.
Something that was preventable. Something that was preventable.
Eh,
You know, that's what's wrong with us guys, man. We have this
I'm
mentality. Oh no, not me.
I'm going to keep my watertight seal.
Okay, all right,
my
okay,
censor is private. It's a private.
okay. Well, I mean, to each his own, man. It's your health. You know, it's your life.
You can come to
You
my
know?
funeral. You can come to my funeral and laugh at me. See, I told you so. And then, yeah.
No, I just say, well, you know, it was preventable, and he chose not to. That's your choice.
I
That's
do
your
go for a
choice.
physical. I go for a physical. I don't have any health problems, but I go every year for a physical.
That should be part. That's part of your senior citizens physical. You know, either that, stool samples. You know, do something.
I've done
You
a few
know?
of those. I've done
Yeah.
a few,
Okay.
which is a very unpleasant experience. You send them in by hand. They got that mail kit, so you have to sit on the toilet and you have to.
Yeah, that's the worst part. That's the worst part. I think drinking that stuff and it's horrible. But
Well,
yeah, it is. It is just, you know, getting it down, getting all that, drinking it all down, man. That's the part that I look at and don't, you know. But
well,
the exam itself, man, is done, and they wake you up and you're done, and you're out of there.
not going to happen.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you.
completely set on that. No way in hell. If you gave
I
me
feel you.
10 grand, I might do it. But
I feel you.
send me 10
You know?
grand and I'll video it for you. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's about how I feel about getting snipped. I couldn't do it. You know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't get snipped. No, I can't do that.
Now I got a question for you. What is that procedure where they actually, you know, I can't believe we've gone this direction, where they where they slide that into your keister, all right, and then do it like a little snip to take like a sample.
Well, if they find a polyp, if they find any polyps, then they'll do another procedure, you know, to remove the polyp to see if it's malignant, or what have you. Yeah.
Because honest to God, we'd take inmates. You probably know. We take inmates into the hospital for procedures, and we had to sit in the operating rooms and in the procedure rooms with the inmates. And I tell you what, I've taken some pretty big guys in there that when they did that procedure where they took a little sample, their eyes would water up. So they would tell me like it would hurt.
well, you know, when I was a cop in Gallup, New Mexico for a short time, we got a call for a guy who had an injury, and we went to pick him up, and he had a Coke bottle shoved up his ass, and he couldn't get it out. So we had to take him to the hospital. Huh? Well, we're talking about asses here. I thought I'd tell a BS story. So we take him to the hospital. He's got a Coke bottle sticking out of his ass, and everybody's laughing at him. And they
had to pull that son of a bitch out.
They had to drill a hole in the bottom. I guess the suction thing. They had to drill a hole in the bottom of the glass and pull that out. He left in shame. He asked us for a ride back. We said, "No, get out. You're a weirdo." That's a true story.
Hey man, hey, listen, you'd be surprised, man, with what they shove up their asses. You know, it amazed me. 27 years, man. There all kinds of stuff in the inmates' asses.
Would you like to hear a story about a guy sticking something up his ass on the Enterprise? If you want, but it's a true story. I'd gotten in trouble. Do you want to hear this? I mean, I don't mean it's a good story. It has a sad ending though. But this guy, I had gotten in trouble as usual for missing a watch, and they put me on the laundry duty on the Enterprise. So they had these huge bags. They were like 10 feet long and 3 feet around. Everybody stuffed their shit, and they had to drag it through the hangar deck all the way to the aft of the ship to the laundry. Anyway, so we're collecting all the sheets, pulling them off the racks, right, in the compartment. And I go to this one rack, and the mattress, there's no sheet. And what the hell? So, but it smelled funny. So I thought, that's kind of weird. Anyway, so we found out later that the guy who had that rack, he had gone to sick bay because he'd stuck a bottle up his ass, and so I went back and turned the mattress over, and there's a big poop stain on it. Anyway, so it turned out he actually had gotten caught up on the 13 level on the island with 4 or 5 other guys, I think, having a big sex party.
Oh.
There's true story.
What do you think of that story?
It's a bottle of PS story mixed with a 013 level. Yeah, Peter wine. That was his name, by the way, Peter Wine. They discharged him.
Oh, we got Daryl back. What do you think, Daryl?
Hey, I'm sorry we got cut off. I don't know what happened.
I think you just got dropped. You just popped gone.
Yeah.
We're back.
Oh, okay, sure. I believe that was a cool story.
It's a true story. Would you like to hear a story about the two guys hitting each other in the ass when I was in boot camp in the shower?
No, I don't think we want to hear that.
Oh. I was 17. It was quite a surprise when I walked in on that action.
Jesus Christ. This all started with me mentioning a colonoscopy. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh. Hey, change the subject. Beep, beep, beep.
Hey.
Change the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I thought I was just medical exams, us guys getting older. Yeah, we got to check on our health, especially when you go over there, man. Because Philly will tell you, man, they'll let you die if you can't pay for it, homie. You'll die.
That's what I was just telling you. I was asking
You'll
them.
die.
They hold you hostage until you get their money.
Or let you die. Okay, the hostage. I'd rather be held hostage than letting me die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we all got to die. We all got to die.
Yes.
Right? It's just the way it is.
Yeah. But like I said, if it's preventable, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Look at that. What's his name? They said just died. Chandler or that actor from Friends. He just died.
Yeah. Matthew Perry.
Yeah, Matthew Perry. Look at I just seen Suzanne Summers just died.
Yeah.
You know,
And Richard Roundtree just died. Shaft.
Yeah.
Those are all, I was watching those guys on TV in the 70s. These guys are like 70, 80 years old, whatever. Either that or they overdose on drugs because they're so fucked up.
You're going to be 70 or 80 when you get here, CD.
I'll be 66 and a half.
There you go.
Actually, I'll be 66 and 2/3.
We lost you again, Daryl.
You want to be a young man? I mean, you want to be a young man in good health.
I'm in perfect health. Except for that borderline high blood pressure. But actually, I checked my blood pressure.
And that aggressiveness that you have, it will not work in the Philippines.
I'm not aggressive.
Yeah. The way you wanted to get that dude for his comment.
Well, he asked for it.
that will get you deported in the Philippines.
Well, I do.
Am I right, Philly?
I don't take kindly.
Yeah. You gotta learn to just take it as it comes here. At first, like I'm talking to a subscriber now. He's been here 6 months, and he's like, "I'm getting tired. You know, the neighbor's dog comes over and shits on our porch, and this, and I'm tired of this." I'm like, eventually, you can't let that get to you. You can't let that bother you. It'll drive you nuts. Little things will drive you nuts here. Eventually, it gets to the point where you're just like, whatever. You clean it up, and that's that. You can't get wound up here. You'll give yourself a heart attack.
Well, I've already I'm arranging my my living situation, everything, so I don't have to deal with a lot of crap. I'll be up like 30 or 40 floors. Won't be a lot of noise. And
got to get out.
Huh?
You got to get
Gotta
out.
get out.
Well, that's fine. That isn't.
Are you going to sit there and just order Grab and watch my videos all day long? Order Grab and I'm not getting out.
I have all the pictures in the world. Like you said, though,
you'll walk out on the street, some guy will blow by you on a bike, and you'll be like, "You motherfucker! What the hell's your problem?"
Yes, I can see him doing that.
Nah, the things that bother me are things I don't expect. Now, I know I've been in the Philippines. I spent a lot of time. I know what to expect there. A bunch of shit. So I'm expecting.
That was how long ago? How long ago was that, though, CD? How long ago?
She doesn't hasn't changed. If anything, it's probably better than it was when I was there in the 70s. I mean, as far as that.
70s.
You said in Philadelphia, you said things are better.
Yeah.
You ain't
No,
been there
no.
lately. You haven't been there within the last 6 months.
He didn't say Philadelphia.
I didn't say
He said Philippines.
No, it's
Oh,
Philippines.
okay. All right.
Philippines.
I'm sorry.
No. See, the thing is, I can deal with anything when I expect. It's like when I go to the VA. I know I'm going to take a long time. I know I'm going to be standing there for hours. When I go to the 99-cent store, which I don't go much anymore because they don't sell stuff for 99 cents much anymore. You know, there's going to be forever. So when I expect stuff, it's not a problem. But if someone insults me, yeah, God, you know, that's not good.
Yeah, but well, you don't have to worry about a Filipino insulting you. No,
Yeah.
But the
No.
point is,
You gotta worry about a guy like Andy Omar
yeah,
insulting you.
saying something you that you know
he
you
says,
just don't care to hear.
Andy Omar just said he is aggressive with everyone on live stream. Just him, actually. And now the live, what's his name? Mr. Vagina Advice Channel. Yeah.
I see. I don't know how long you'll last, man. I really don't.
I'll be fine.
I hope so. You know,
He'll
I
be
hope to run
fine.
into you. I hope to run into you when I'm over there. You know, because I plan on living there for 6 months out of the year anyway.
In Davao?
No, I bought a place in Cavite, right outside of Cavite. I bought a house.
Then you won't see me. 'Cause I'll be in Davao.
So,
Is it
And my
pretty nice
plan-
area? Is it a pretty nice area?
it's a new it's a fairly new development that they building new homes. I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time there. Okay, not a lot of time. I've been in the area.
Okay.
It looks safe. It's guarded, you know, and yeah, it's got a nice feel. It's
Okay.
a single detached, what they call a single detached, 2-story. My only concern was I wanted a bedroom downstairs and a bath, and that's what it
Okay.
has, you know. And I think it was a little pricey.
Well, you know what my
You know?
wife calls Cavite? The
don't
murder
know.
capital of the Philippines.
Andy Omar. Now you're listening. How many years have you been here? I don't. Either type it in or jump on the live stream because I want to hear what you think or advice you would give CD.
These guys are all
1970.
They're calling me a
Been here
liar.
in 1970.
He's
And
saying,
a lot
like,
has changed.
they're saying, how did I fucking, how did I just get a passport for the first time? I was in the Navy when I did all my traveling in the Philippines in the 70s.
15 this
Another guy-
October.
Another guy saying, come on, man, you're bullshit. Navy 1970s, are you for real? What the hell's so hard to believe I was in the Navy in 1974? What's so hard to believe about
We
that?
came in the same time in 1970.
I was in from 74 to 78. What the hell's so hard to believe about that? I'm 66 and a half, almost. What's so hard to believe about that? Jeez, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you guys beat me in. I didn't go in until 79.
So you didn't retire from the Navy?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. 4 years is plenty.
I stayed 25 years in the Army.
They wouldn't
God
let me
bless you. God bless you. Thank you for your service. I did 15, man, and I was full of it. I got out because I was going to end up in jail. It got to be too much for me. And
Well,
you're not going to change. You're not going to change the military. The military changes you, just
Yeah.
like the Philippines. The Philippines changes you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well,
They
see,
wouldn't
I guess I should have.
CD.
I should have been in jail because I was a drill sergeant. I had 2 tours.
Yeah, but drilling is fun.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, drilling is fun, man. It's when it's when you're in a unit, especially stateside. And I hate stateside duty. Germany, Korea was fine, because you had a mission. Most units had a mission, and when you're in the States, man, all they seem to do is muck with the soldiers, man, and I just didn't like that.
Where were you at in
I didn't
Germany?
like playing games for nothing.
Where were you at in Germany?
I was in Tutu Cab in Bamberg. My first tour over there, Tutu Cab in Bamberg, Germany. And then I went back. Now I went to Korea in 84, 84, 85, ended back at Fort Lewis. Was in Fort Lewis for about, not even a year before they put me back on orders to go back to Germany. So I went back to Germany in 86 and ended up in Münster-Dieburg up north with the Brits.
Yeah,
Up with
see,
the Brits.
I was in Hanau, just right outside Frankfurt, the first tour, and the second tour, I was in Stuttgart and Ludwigsburg with Aviation Battalion, and the third tour, I went back over there. I was at Grafenwehr and Vilseck. I was at the headquarters. No, I loved it there. I was at the headquarters.
Listen, if I go and look at some stuff that in the middle, I still can shake out some graph. I can still shake out graph.
Right.
Oh my God.
And then my last tour, I was in the 1st Armored Division in Bad Kreuznach.
Bad Kreuznach?
Yeah. Well, we were really assigned to right outside of Ramstein. I forgot where that place was. The first, I was at the headquarters in the 1st Army Division.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Germany, man. I did about, altogether, 8 years, maybe 9 years in Germany.
I did not. I did, let's see, 2, 3, 7, 3. I did not. 8.5, 9. Yeah.
Oh, hey, look.
Hey, look. It's Mike from our Philippines journey.
I was watching him.
Well,
I was watching you
good
this
morning,
morning. Who's that floating head on the brick wall?
Can you hear me?
2 beers. Yeah, we hear you, Mike.
2 beers. My name is Dennis.
Dennis.
Oh, it's like he's got a fake.
Going back to Boracay, I took a taxi from Iloilo to Boracay with my wife and 2 sister-in-laws. That is one really, really scenic drive. Now, before you say anything, my brother-in-law who drove us there, he owns the taxi, so it didn't cost us anything except gas. It's a 5-hour drive, and the scenery is spectacular. You go through the mountains and along the north shore of Iloilo for a bit. Really beautiful scenery.
How you doing, Mike? What do you got to say? Anything good?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I got a message that Philly's talking about butt sex.
What?
You're the doctor. You would know.
I mean, that's just, I mean, I had a message come in. I mean, I got busy this morning with my own live stream, and then I got this message that says, hey, Philly's Live is talking about butt sex. Where are you?
That was me. I was really Navy stories, homo Navy stories.
Oh, my God. Is it really reduced itself to that?
We just kind of devolved into it somehow. I don't know.
I have no idea. I hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah. It just started with me asking about a colonoscopy, and somehow it evolved into butt sex.
Let's change that subject if you don't.
Yeah, we've moved.
None of us were having butt sex.
Hey, listen, but you see how old we don't want to talk about those things that we have to get done.
No, guys, we're all bulletproof. Men don't like to talk about things that make us sick.
Yeah.
We leave that to the women to talk about all that stuff.
Hey, I just want to make sure you guys get it done, man, because I don't want you to leave here with something that was preventable.
Oh no,
No.
you should definitely. You should
No
definitely.
sale.
If you're over 50, you should have a colonoscopy. And I think they've reduced it now. I think it goes to every 10 years. I can't
Yes.
remember what the
Yes.
latest is, but it's not like it used to be like every 3 years or something like that. But yeah, definitely should, because you know what? You get polyps, and then the polyps can develop into something worse. But if you get the polyps removed, which is a real minor procedure, I mean, shit, they clip 9 times out of 10. They're clipping them out as you're getting the colonoscopy itself. It's a piece of cake. I mean, I've
You're
never
not
had
so-
any removed, but
You're not
I've had 2 colonoscopies. I'm 68, and this is all in the last 4 years. And they found something like 90 polyps in there. None of them were cancerous.
Oh, that's good.
I think they were all from. I have a really severe. I mean, severe allergy to sesame. Like if I put a sesame seed on the palm of my hand, within about 5 minutes, it's like a 2nd-degree burn. It
No,
blisters.
really?
Yeah, oh yeah,
I'd like to see that.
it blisters.
I want to answer Joe McGrath's question. Is that bald guy from Herman Munster? No,
oh,
that is Telly Savalas
Let's pick on-
reincarnated. That's Telly Kojak reincarnated.
They can pile on him now.
yeah, you can pile on me. I don't care.
Now people are still saying I'm full of shit. Left and right. I think
Well-
Nady makes everything up and just lives vicariously through Philly and the PI. Jeez.
Ah.
Nobody believes anything I say. Why do I even come here? Nobody believes anything I say. Jeez, I'm like, man.
I believe you. I believe you, CD. I believe you. That make you feel better?
It is what it is, you know. There's not a whole lot you can do
Yeah,
about
but,
it.
the thing with
People are
CD
gonna
is
love you or gonna hate you. I did a video and I'm getting so much shit from it right now. It's ridiculous. And
Well,
it's like, hey, you do what you do.
Well, you've done some
and
pretty.
CD takes a beating all the time, but he still comes back so he can handle it.
He
That's
does.
because I'm living vicariously here.
But I want to see that guy Richard again.
Richard?
Oh, that
Wasn't
dude.
it? Yeah, the one that looked like he's in a double wide.
That dude,
was
yeah.
drunk,
I don't
hammered
I have to go
down
back. I have to go back and unblock him, because when after that video, like he just kept putting up troll after troll after troll after troll comment. It's like, dude, the dude that was drinking. Yeah, I have to go back and
that
unblock
guy.
him.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he did like 3 or 4 tall boys in an hour.
Yeah.
A real waste case.
Yeah, that was an interesting live to be, that whole night, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, hey, you've been Mike. You've been going off on some people pretty good. Your last couple of, because I watch your videos. You've been nailing some people on a lot of stuff. You're not naming names, but we know who you're talking about. But you've been drilling some people pretty good. Yeah.
I only drill the British guy. He's the only one. You're talking about fuck it, I'll name his name, that fucking demented guy.
Jesus Christ.
A British expat in the Philippines or something.
Yeah.
You know what? You know something? Here's the reality. The reality is he's an old man.
Yes, he is.
He has his set ways, and he is what he is. And he reminds me of my mom, who will argue. He'll argue with a paper towel, and it's just the way he is. But sometimes, he's not stupid, but he is not highly educated for sure.
Well, he does. He does like to go off on Americans. He actually blocked two of my accounts because I was calling them names, but I call them names.
I don't even. I don't even know. The other ones, the rest of them, there's other bloggers that don't like me. I don't care. Philly's got his share of people that don't like him. You just deal with it. You move on. You don't really care, and that's just the way it is. I mean, we're such a small channel that it's kind of like mice nuts. Who wants to give? Nobody gives a shit.
You'll know you made it when you make it on the Expat Trash channel. Then you've made it. So,
I don't even think they're around anymore. I don't even know.
I just put a new one up. I just put a new one up about some Russian guy.
There's no telling.
Overstay's put up a couple of videos recently. He hadn't been around for quite a while.
Overstay. Never.
Yeah, and then you got people like JR who you know, I don't know if you've noticed it, but all of JR's material is video he's screen captured from across the internet.
Yeah. Who's JR?
Focus on Asia.
Who's Focus on Asia?
Oh, yeah. I mean, first you got to find them first.
Oh, the guy that does a lot of menus.
No. Actually, I say that in jest. JR from Focus on Asia is actually really a nice guy. And his recent travels right now, doing Thailand, Cambodia, Laos with his wife. I mean, the guy is really doing, you want some really nice information and visuals and everything, check him out. I mean, he's got some great shit. He really does. I like JR. I like him a little bit better than Philly most of the time.
Yeah, me too.
I will tell you. Nah.
It's
been an interesting day. So, Brian, what else has been going on? What else did I miss on your live today?
Not much. Just BS.
Yeah. Don't tell the truth now. You had a guy that wanted your signature.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought I didn't say anything. I wasn't up, but I was listening and I was like, I don't know. Why you want a signature? I kept asking myself why.
Is that now Brian's a movie star?
There. Huh?
Brian's a movie star now?
No, a guy over in Daewoo. Where was he from?
Norway.
Norway. Yeah.
He's been wanting my signature, and I'm like,
He really likes
I told him to send me a message. A nice kid, a young kid too.
Oh, yeah.
He's really young.
Have you noticed more younger guys in Angeles lately?
I don't go up there at night, so I don't know.
No, not even during the night. I mean, even at the mall. I've just seen a little bit younger crowd lately.
Somebody put up a comment there just a little while ago saying that they were noticing a lot of younger men under 35 and a couple of white women also in the crowd there in Angeles City lately.
Don't know. I would say, under 45 for sure.
Are they visiting, or do you think they're living here, or what? I don't know.
I don't know.
That was just something in the comment that somebody put. If you go up like 25, 30 minutes ago, somebody said they were noticing a lot of younger people under 35.
Are they military?
Didn't say.
You know what? It's funny when you were in the military, only military guys had short hair. Now everybody does, so it's hard to tell. Really tell.
I don't know. They still had that aura about them. Their demeanor, their walk, their presence. You can always tell a military cat that's active. I
don't know.
I can. Well, any guy that's been in the service, there's always something about them that tells you that they're active.
Yeah,
I mean, which is, in my opinion, is a good thing because they're representing us, the United States, and I like to see them being professional. In and out of uniform.
Here's what I was told, and Mike, you may correct me on this, But I was told the military guys they're forbidden from going to Walking Street and Fields Avenue for the simple reason they don't want any type of conflict. Because I know in the past, it was open game. Because I've ran into a few military guys, but now since they've gotten back into Philippines and our presence is here, I was told they're not allowed, and they have MPs undercover walking around to make sure these guys aren't there.
Yep. In fact,
I believe that.
You may have been with me that day when the military guys were doing the joint exercises out of Clark a couple months ago with all the F-16s and the supplies and stuff like that. We saw a group of 6 or 7 guys who were obviously military walking down the street. And I ran into them later that day, and it turned out they were military police that were assigned to SM Mall and Fields Ave Walking Street. And that apparently they were assigned to SM Mall just to make sure if there was a problem, and they were supposedly plain clothes on Walking Street because the military guys were banned from going to Walking Street. Now, that's the story I got then, and I think maybe Brian may know more about it.
Same thing I was told. They're just not allowed.
That sounds about right.
I saw a story that they're opening up Subic Bay again. Is that true?
Yes.
That might be
but
good.
It's different, though. I mean, a lot of people need to understand it's not what people keep talking about. We're not building any bases here. None at all. What we're doing is leasing space within either an existing or building space that the Philippine military already has. So it'll almost be like a compound within a compound. Philly, do you know or remember the name of the Air Force Base, the Philippine Air Force Base that's right down the road from here? Magasari or something like that?
Magsaysay?
I don't know. JR may know.
Now,
JR may know as well.
I thought they were putting in a base north.
Philippines is building that base. You're talking about the one up Batanes up in northern Luzon. The military, the Philippines is building it.
Okay.
With leasing space within it to, now what really gets done? I mean, the Philippines may say, we're going to put a barbed wire fence around these 25 hectares, and then you guys build whatever you want inside it. Who knows? All right.
Yeah.
But that's the way the order was written by Marcos. We can't actually build any bases.
Right.
In Subic, they're leasing. I think what it is they're going to lease 2 of the if you remember the Hanjin shipyard, they're leasing 2 of their dry docks. And so there's an argument down there right now between Subic, Freeport, Olongapo as to who actually has jurisdiction over it. I read a little article about it. I can't remember. That's it. Focus. Yeah. JR's got it. Magsaysay.
Right? That's what I said. Yeah. Magsaysay.
Yeah. You pronounce it better than I do.
Yeah, Palawan. Because I wanted to say Palawan.
Yeah, well, they've got other places. There's 9 of them now. So there's 9 places. Palawan's going to have 2. Luzon's going to have 2 up north, 1 on the tip of the island, 1 on one of the islands off of northern Luzon. Subic, Magasay or whatever. I don't know how to say that. But that's
You pronounce the G like a J, and the J is pronounced like a G.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, you know what? I know. Let me see my Tagalog. Okay. TT, Peck Peck, and a few other choice words. That's it. All right.
That's a few more than I know, and I'm married to one.
I found a good pirated phone app on
Your wife always talks to you too fast and Tagalog so fast that you can't understand anything.
I found a good app for your phone that actually translates. You can speak into it, and it will
True.
speak Tagalog.
Oh, that's cool. That's true.
Cebuano, Tagalog, and basic Filipino, and it's really good on your phone. You just speak into it, and it spits out the translation.
I just ignore them all.
That's going to be useful when you're over there, CD. That's going to be very useful. Yes.
I located a pirated one, so because it's a $300 app, I found a pirated free download.
Oh, it's going to be useful for you for sure. For sure.
See now, Lut tells me that if you speak Tagalog, everybody knows Tagalog, no matter where you're at in the Philippines. Now they might speak, a different dialect here, there, wherever, but as long as you know Tagalog, she says they understand and they can speak.
Yes. Arlene says the same thing. Like a lot of times she'll run into people from Samar and they speak Waray, but they also speak Tagalog. And so Arlene speaks Bisaya and Tagalog. So they just converse in Tagalog. So yeah, you're right. So hey, Philly, what are you doing for Halloween?
You know where I'll be.
Looking in the mirror.
I'll be dodging the munchkins on Walking Street.
Well, I want you to drop by and make sure you find us. You know where we'll be. I just got called a liar by another channel.
Is that code? Are you two speaking code? You know where we'll be.
Well, he knows.
We speak on Messenger and we speak on Tequila Reef and yeah.
So I just got called a liar that my last video didn't actually take place. So while you're out and about, if you can come and drop by and speak with the manager and confirm what I said, so that I'll have another, because apparently since nobody blogged it, nobody videoed it, and I refuse to name the manager or the bar for their privacy, I'm a liar.
Are you talking about the guy that rented out the club?
Yeah.
That video. I believe that. Yeah. I mean, that's true. Somebody, Mike knows the whole story, but you can, if you got the money, you can rent out any club here. I would imagine any club, because money talk. Any club here on Walking Street. Any club.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the money.
Yes. I mean, I don't want to interrupt your live stream if they,
no.
I did a.
Well, the same thing in here in America, Brian.
This live stream is all over the place. I don't know what the hell you're interrupting. We're not like we have a subject here. We're just
Andy.
It's the same thing here in America. You can rent out a business for an exclusive party.
Sure.
I was just at one at a place called Blue Martini for an insurance meeting, and they shut the whole thing down until about 3:00 in the afternoon, just for us insurance geeks to have fun and have a lunch and learn and social deal. It was pretty darn nice.
Yeah,
and all. But I mean that's a normal thing to happen for businesses, or I guess affluent people to have their party and stuff that way.
Well, I mean, in this particular instance, we went to a bar. I'll make this very short. We went to dinner with friends. We said, hey, you know what? I need to go over to this bar over on Walking Street to make some arrangements for Halloween night. We went over there. The doors were closed. They were having a private party, so to speak. All right. The manager there knows us very well. He said, hey, you know what? It's okay. Come on in. Well, we watched this guy drop about 500,000 pesos. Okay. And all right. And yeah. So, and to answer Andy's comment, yes, Andy, that's who's pretty much calling me a liar.
Well, I would think if you drop 500K, they'd be blowing you right there in the bar if you had dropping 500K.
Thank you. Thank you.
500,000 pesos.
And he didn't get a reach around. He didn't get a reach around. No.
On 56 pesos on the US dollar is about 9,000 US dollars. People have that kind of money. They do here.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking. There could be people here that live here that have that kind of money, but there's people that are vacationing here with that kind of money.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
I mean,
That's like
somebody
CD.
said,
He's got that kind of money.
somebody said something to the extent of, millionaires don't spend that kind of money. And then I said, okay, well, the guy that owns the majority of the partnership of Candy Resorts, all right, he's a multi-millionaire, lives right here in Angeles, and he's on Walking Street at least once a month, blowing huge amounts of money.
Well, if you got about 30,000 American, you're a millionaire in the Philippines.
No, he's a millionaire.
You're a billionaire in the Philippines. If you got 30 G's, you're a billionaire.
No, about 1.2 million, about there.
Yeah, Mark Savino's a bona fide, qualified millionaire. He owns a racing team. He owns properties. It is what it is. But either way, look at, focus on Asia. He's like dropped 26,000 one day. All right. People, I mean, it's not all for bar money alone. But anyways, Brian, if you would drop by, I'd love to introduce you to the manager and you can confirm our story for us.
Wait. Does the manager like me?
I don't know. I mean, you've never, to my knowledge, you've never said anything bad about him, but I have no idea.
It set me up for an ass whooping that I'm going to have to vlog.
I would never do that.
I know. All right.
I would never do that. I'm a
very
non-violent guy.
Yeah, but why do you feel like you need to justify your to anybody?
Because I don't like this person calling me a liar.
Yeah, but you got nothing to prove to nobody. You know you're not.
That's true, but at the same time, it's you know what? I have to continue to think about. I'm still reacting to the information that I only got like an hour ago. So, maybe I'll change my mind. But either way, Philly and Louisa can show up and help us hand out candy and do whatever.
There you go. Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. I can't speak on that subject, Mike, because I have a standing truce.
You are correct. All right.
Truce.
However,
and I'll have to get
Andy.
There
might be some new content tomorrow.
Then I'll have to get Andy Omar to drive down for the night.
No, I'll be there. I'll be there, but I can't talk about things.
If I buy you and your date some drinks, is it worth coming into Angeles for Halloween night? I think Andy may have given up on us.
What the hell is going on here? Hold on a minute. What's going on with the guy down in the left corner? He was driving and he's all over the place. What are you doing over there?
Yeah.
I was watching him drive down the road, and what are you doing, man?
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Yeah. You're
Hey, I'm
there,
a
now
busy
you're-
person. Now I'm on. I'm a busy person. I'm getting multitasking, getting stuff done.
Wow.
But yeah,
it'll be better there, Andy. Andy's gone down to Makati. They put on some pretty good. I've seen some really nice costumes and shit down there on Halloween.
Yeah, the best Halloween parade I've ever seen in my life was in Makati.
Yeah.
Well, how's the traffic here with Old Hallows or All Saints holiday here going on? I hear it's an absolute zoo over there, traffic wise.
I'm sure the bus terminals will be packed with people coming in and out because All Souls Days on Tuesday and I think Wednesday. See, Monday's election date. Monday's elections. So things will be crazy. Then Tuesday's Halloween. They don't celebrate. It's not a big celebration of Halloween here. And then you got the first and second, which is All Souls Day. So there's going to be a lot of traveling. People will take off that Tuesday. So they have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They might even take Friday off. I don't know. Just if you live here and you got a motorcycle, it's best to ride that.
Did you see these? Did you see these guys? You ever heard of these?
Zingos.
Extra strand.
Caffeine peppermint.
These are from
caffeinated what?
They're caffeinated mints. They stopped making these in 2005.
So you've
These
been
are,
hanging.
these are 18 years old.
So you've been hanging on to those for 18 years.
Where'd you get them? In the Navy in 1970 in Subic Bay?
No, actually, about 18 years ago, I found.
If I'm not mistaken, they probably still sell them in Subic Bay from
They stopped.
1970.
They outlawed them because people were suing because they were people who had caffeine allergies were buying them and they weren't reading the package. So they got sued a lot. So they stopped making them in 2005. Well, I came across a cache of them at the 99-cent store and I bought 100 boxes for 99 cents a piece. So they're sealed. So when you open them up and you take a breath, it's like you're breathing air from 2005. But they have like 60 milligrams of caffeine in each mint. They're very good. I only have about 20 cans.
You just drink a pot of coffee and get that.
Yeah, really.
They were like $5. They used to cost $5 before.
Yeah, but you can drink coffee, but you
I
can't
don't know.
suck it.
CD sounds like a pill popper.
You can drink coffee, but you can't suck it.
I don't even drink coffee actually, but yeah.
Well, a good thing that he gets is he can go to the doctor for free at the VA and get all of his meds for free with an eating lifestyle like that. With wow, that's expired. That's brave. I guess maybe he was a Navy SEAL if he's that tough to eat stuff. 18 years old.
I said I was a Navy SEAL. I wasn't a Navy SEAL. I was a plane captain in Fighter Squadron 1, F-14.
Hey, a few years ago, they found German cigarettes from the Second World War. They were buried in a bunker, and they were all wrapped in cellophane. And apparently, the cigarettes are still fresh.
I ate a can of a 14-year-old chili a couple weeks ago just to see what would happen. Nothing happened.
Would you use
You're still here.
But that means, makes you wonder, would you use a 20-year-old condom in a wrapper?
I've actually never used a condom.
I'm just saying, if you're going to put your faith in stuff that's still sealed.
I nailed probably I spent all my money on booze and hookers when I was in the Navy.
I guess it would depend if it's lubricated or not lubricated.
I must have nailed close to 200 hookers when I was in the Navy.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the channel and
All right.
Give some
Yeah,
room.
I'm gonna wrap this one up here too.
give some room.
Thanks for stopping in, Mike. I'll send you a message.
All right, take care.
Okay.
All right. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Peace
All right,
out.
guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. But before
Peace
I
out.
wrap this one up, I think Life Advice Channel and Andy want to get a last story or a last comment from CD since he's so popular. What do you got to say,
I
CD?
think they're going to be taking long, warm showers together later.
All right. All right.
That's my last.
Ah,
Okay.
all right, guys. I'm going to wrap this one up. I got to go eat something. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for all your participation. And thanks for sharing your stories. I like hearing people's stories about back in the day when they were here, what their connection to the Philippines is, and, all that other fun stuff. So, all right, guys. Wow. And Ace Bachelor Cool just got in the room. Ace number one. I don't know his whole thing, but guys, in case you're not aware of this, before I wrap this one up, Ace Bachelor Cool is the number one vlogger in Angeles City. So just to let you know, a survey was taken, made by Ace Bachelor Cool, and he is the number one vlogger in Angeles City. So check him out. All right, guys. Talk to you later.